have arrived in Gyeongbokgung Palace. I am greeted by this lovely staircase. Hopefully there's a ramp around the side that I can use to get in. The main path leading from the main entrance all the way into the side here to the palace is a stone path. It's a very, very bumpy path. It's not really suitable for manual wheelchair users. Well, you can get over it, but it's very bumpy and it'll be very challenging for a power chair user. There is compact gravel that is on either side of it, which you can roll over. However, there are parts where it's a little bit soft. When you enter, you need to be able to buy a ticket to be able to get into the palace. The ticket area is just behind me here. It costs you around $3 Australian to get a ticket. There is a little bit of a lip to get up to the ticket machines, so just be mindful. It's a bit tricky to get over in a manual wheelchair or a power wheelchair. Once you have got your ticket, then you need to go up the ramp. Be mindful there are two ramps. The one on the right is the ramp to get in, and the one on the left is the ramp to get out. Once you get to the closest point to the palace, the stone pavers get even more bumpy and uneven, almost impossible now to wheel over. But one thing I've noticed is that there is a path that goes all the way around the palace, which has concrete dirt. The path is a little bit narrow, so if you're in a large power chair, it might be a little bit of a struggle, but it's definitely more suitable to get around than the big pavers that are everywhere. I've hit a dead end, and this is as far as I can get to the palace. The rest has got stairs on either side. It's a pretty cool activity just to come and check this out. Such a beautiful place. And there's people dressed up with dresses everywhere with traditional wear. It's pretty special. I just found a path that goes on the outside all around the palace. And there's buildings that surround it all the way around. It's quite beautiful. And the path is compact dirt, but it's actually quite easy to roll over, surprisingly. And there are ramps everywhere that lead up to all the different spots. So it's actually a lot easier to get around than I first anticipated. And I was just struggling up one of the hills just before, and one of the ladies who was dressed up in traditional dress, she gave me a hand getting up the ramp, which was really cute. So the people here are really sweet. All the way around on the outside of the palace are these statues. It seems that these stones are doing their job today by protecting the palace. I would definitely recommend the palace for wheelchair users, but just be mindful that some of the areas are definitely very bumpy and a little bit tricky to get over. It's great that there's accessible bathrooms as well. You will find there are parts that you just can't access. The majority of this place you can, and it's really beautiful, and it's so wonderful to get a bit of a grasp of the traditional culture here of South Korea.